There are 2.5 billion people today in the world that don't have access to sanitation and over 780 million people that don't have access to water. That's poverty of services. But what we're the most concerned about is poverty in terms of real economic terms. What this means, it's not about poverty of poor people who don't have access, but it's an impact on the entire country's economy.
No country in the world has developed without sorting out their water and sanitation problems. Also, I think if you care about girls and women, then you can't start anywhere else but in water and sanitation.
By giving people access to drinking water, you can ensure them much better health.
Often we say that carbon is the sort of shark lurking beneath the surface when it comes to climate change, but water is really the teeth on that shark. It is water when people will experience what is happening to the world first, and it will be water where we will have to meet the poor's needs first.
It's intrinsically linked with climate change.
You've got to be able to provide water, and it's going to become an increasing challenge with climate change, increased variability, reduced access, increasing demands. Being able to provide that water on a sustainable basis is going to be absolutely critical to helping these economies grow.
Water is fundamental for health, so that children survive at least until their 5th birthday and then continue to develop. It's fundamental for outcomes on education, on nutritional status of children, and then it's fundamental for outcomes for women.
If you look at the big challenges of the 21st century, which is managing urbanization, energy security, food security, and environmental sustainability, including coping with and reducing climate change, you won't be able to do any of those things unless you manage water better.
It's important for health, it's important for education, it's important for gender issues, for economic development at large, for everything, I would say.
Water is the media through which many disasters affect the poor. So basically, water resources well managed will have an important impact, at least in controlling the effects of those disasters.
We've seen it firsthand that when you help communities address their water challenges, they then have the ability to start to contribute towards their own rise out of poverty.
Universal access to everyone, reaching out to the poorest, to the most marginalized people without discrimination. Inclusive universal access, so everybody has water.
Successful water management means a very robust public decision-making process about what to do with scarce financial resources and scarce water resources.
Successful water looks like a government that can not only run its own services but has the resources and the capacity to do that in a sustainable way for the long term.
The ultimate goal is universal access.
I think successful water would mean that people don't recognize the need for water and sanitation, but they change that to they want water and sanitation. And I think we all need to look at the big market opportunities.
Successful water today, for me, means that we are able to manage water as a cross-sectoral, highly political issue at the cabinet level, not in a Ministry of Water, because water will be essential to meet the energy needs of the poor, water will be essential to meet the food security and nutrition security needs of the poor. So for me, water is on the cabinet table and it's everybody's business at home too.